It is Friday night. Means one thing. Method of victory, power rankings. Andy and Jim here. Coming off of a nice win in PFL. They can't all be easy. We were sweating the Movlid. I thought he did enough in round 3.
Oh, for sure.
I thought Split was a little because I thought he had a little bit more wrestling, and I thought the only thing Kennedy did good was the knees to the body. But other than that, great calls, man. I think those fights went exactly how we thought they were going to. So
it's a typical Kennedy first round, and then he finds a way to lose the fight.
I thought he fought damn good. I
it was great for him, but like the second round, he came out flat-footed and got
drilled,
clipped right in the beginning of the round. Like, dude, you had the guy on skates. You got to stay on him.
Yeah.
Jason Jackson was a no sweat in the main event.
I love betting on that guy, man. I love betting on that guy. Like, whenever he's not fighting a Dagestani, he does live up to ass-kicking machine. Like, just absolutely great. I felt bad for his opponent who they basically made him start. They made him start up. Now, I will say this. Hit to the back of the head, that's not where the damage came from. The damage came from the ground and pound. But for them to, he didn't Brunson or the MMA fighter that just
Cody Brundage.
Cody Brundage.
No, Koroshoff went out like a man.
Yeah,
like a man.
It was like, okay, all right.
What does a draw get you? It was accidentals. A draw gets you nowhere. So
that's actually a great point. So
you gotta fight it out.
Just try it. So
hey, we move on to next week, man.
Yeah,
another one coming next week. Be ready.
Yep. All right, we're getting to the power rankings. What's up, Rich? Stella via heel hook. Book it. Coming in hot. I love it. But I will say, like, when we ask you to put stuff in the chat, like, yeah, you're not going to come in and be like, I like the -110 by decision. Like, that's not a great comment in the comment section. So, yeah. Rich, I like it. If you haven't joined us, the Method of Victory show is simple. Jim and I take turns picking fights. We have to pick the fight, we have to pick the winner, and we have to pick the exact method of victory. And man, did we crush it last week. Absolutely crush it. After getting none of them right in the disastrous week over in England, we come back and just looks great. Rich, that's unbelievable.
Rich, we know you knew you were kidding. Don't worry.
I love the disclaimer. Don't bet Estella by heel hook. I promise you, we won't. So we introduced something new last week that I thoroughly enjoyed. It's That's My Fight, where we each get to pick a fight that's off limits to the other one. That is a fight that Jim says, nope, Andy, you cannot pick the method of victory on that one. And I have one. So let's start there. Okay. I'll let you go first this week. What's your fight that you don't want me to pick?
I'm going Barbosa fight.
Oh, okay.
Yanni Barbosa, that's my pick.
Barbosa, Belbita. All right. Let's see. So if I want a fight that I want all to myself, I want the main event. I want Murphy and Emmett. So I cannot pick the Barbosa fight. Jim cannot pick Murphy and Emmett fight. Let's delete these. And let's get to it. As always, we do a coin toss. Jim,
you guys
call it in air.
Tails.
Tails is called. It is tails. So Jim gets the very first one. Now we can use That's My Fight. We can use them whenever we want. Like,
you want to use them whenever we want?
You can use them whenever you want. Absolutely. You want to say, hey, my fight deserves to be in the top 3, or we're saving it till the very end. Then by all means. So what's up, AMC? Ramius by sub. Sweet Pea. Burrito looked good at weigh-in. Got Burrito by TKO. If Barbosa doesn't finish Velveeta,
I love it.
She's out. Love it. All right. You have the number 1 pick this week, Jim. Where are you going?
I'm not making this complicated. I'm using my fight first, man.
Okay.
I'm using my fight first. I think this is an absolute slaughter. Absolute slaughter. Barbosa is going to run through Belbita. Absolutely
Okay.
run through her. And the thing is, when people get tired and when they don't want to fight anymore, what do? They give up their neck, they give up their arm, they tap quick to the submission. Give me Barbosa by sub.
Okay.
Have to play it. It was okay, minus 125. All right, good. Are you getting
On
that on
DK.
DraftKings, by the way?
DK. All these lines are on
Awesome.
DK.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I think it was 130 earlier today. I just think, look, Belbita does not look like she wants to fight one bit.
Yeah.
Not one bit, man. That's my first pick. That's my favorite bet of the whole night right there.
All right. Barbosa by sub. I'm gonna keep the theme going here with the female fights, but I'm gonna go with Vanessa Demopoulos by decision at a nice little plus 130. I don't think we expect a finish from either one of these women. A knockout, I don't see anyway that there's a knockout. And a submission. Both these women are really good on the ground. That's where Alan Carr's background is in. It's in grappling. At the same time, that's where Demopoulos is really good. She's almost better off her back than she is, on the feet. She's done some really good damage. I think on the feet, it's just not even really that much of a contest. Vanessa should have the longer reach, should have the better striking, and Alan Carr's biggest strength is that grappling in the ground game. And I think it's a bad matchup for Alan Carr in this one. So don't see the finishing. I like Vanessa to win, so I'll go Demopoulos by decision at plus 130.
Love it.
All
Love
right,
it.
number 3.
Number 3, we are going with Joe Anderson Brito, and we're going to take him by knockout at plus 110.
Okay, plus
I
110.
will continue to fade Pat Sabatini's chin every chance I get till he retires. Could he get subbed in the first round? Yes. But the bottom line is that Pat has to get the takedown to get the sub. They're going to start on the feet. And if we see the leg kicks implemented by Brito and he can stay upright, that takedown of Pat is going to be nowhere to be found. And we know what happens to that chin when you touch it. He goes baby giraffe legs really quickly. So love Brito. Love him enough that I bet him last week.
Oh, okay.
So love Brito on the money line there.
Much props to you for using your That's My Fight early. I will extend the same gesture, and I will go to the main event. To me, this is either Murphy by decision or Emmett by KO, and I think Murphy is good enough to stay away from the massive one-shot hitter-quitter from Josh Emmett. So I'm going to take Murphy by decision at minus 110. I saw an interview where they're asking about, they said, like, you worried about his power, and he said the danger is like the fun. I was like,
it's a good quote.
That's my guy. That right there is my guy. I was talking to Corbin about Murphy, and Corbin was like, yeah, I never quite been that impressed with him. And I was like, I agree with you until his last 2 fights.
Yeah.
And then he showed me something. Went to war against Barbosa and won the war, the 5-round war, and then gets dropped by Ige. It fights his way back and wins the last couple rounds. So this guy's shown me everything I need to see. He can go 5 rounds. He can take a big shot. He's got the volume. He's got the cardio. And it's getting up there a little bit in age. I still think he's got the power, but in the end, I think Murphy pulls away late. So I'll take Leroy Murphy by decision at number 4.
Weigh-ins really pushed me on this side.
Okay.
Murphy's huge compared to Emmett height-wise. I think he's going to have a real hard time closing that distance. With you there. Definitely with you there. Okay. I'm going to go to another huge size advantage. Now, full disclaimer, this guy's not good.
Okay.
But the guy he's fighting missed weight and is tiny compared to him. So I'm going to go Chan Ho Lee.
Okay.
By decision at plus 145. I'm off my fight ends inside the distance.
Is this fight still on?
It's still up on DK.
Is it still on? Is this fight even still on? Hold on.
I am so sick of canceled fights after this week.
Hold on. I'm double checking.
Double check for me, please.
Okay.
God.
Someone. Okay, it is. It is still on.
Right?
Okay, he missed by 3 pounds.
Missed by 3. I think it was like 3.5 pounds.
That's why I was like, is it even still on? Oh, he made weight second chance. Jackson.
Okay. So that's even better than
what was he accidentally carrying a brick in his pocket? Oh,
How
son of a bitch.
Pounds?
Sorry, I'll put the concrete pack away.
Dude, they faced off, and I know Chan Ho Lee is a road to UFC guy, and he stinks. But my God, you cannot miss weight and have this much of a size disadvantage. Even if Lee stinks, Ramius is going to make enough mistakes for Lee to eke out a decision. So, and that is what are we at with that one? Plus 145.
Plus 145. All right.
So again, I'm not picking good fighters. I'm picking the guys I want to fade.
Well, you have a fight with two guys that I don't think that we deem that good. So it's one or the other. You got to pick one of them. So
That's right.
yeah. All right. Chan Ho Lee by decision at plus 145. I could go low hang. I'll save a little bit of low hanging fruit. I think it's time to kind of throw one a little bit higher odds out there. I'll take Rise McKee by decision, and I get that at plus 380.
Okay.
I don't believe in this guy. This friend's a guy. We saw him on Contender Series. He got his ass kicked in the first round. And the only reason he won is because that guy that he was fighting got exhausted in the second round, had no energy. I just don't believe this. Well, Frenzo's going to push the pace. It was like pushing the pace. There's pushing the pace, and then there's your opponent getting exhausted. That's what happened. He didn't push the pace. His opponent completely gassed out. I don't think he's that good. McKee, I know he's coming off of 2 losses, but I think the guys that he lost to would murder this guy. Lusso would kill this guy, and Chitty would knock this guy into next week.
He would.
He would absolutely
He'd
do it.
butcher him. Yeah.
So I think McKee kind of puts on a veteran performance. He absolutely has to win this one. Like, he is on the chopping block. So I think this is great matchmaking where it's like, all right, McKee, we're giving you a vulnerable Contender Series debutante. And meanwhile, they're going to the, friends and being like, we're giving you a guy that's lost 2 in a row in his return. So I think McKee, honestly, I think McKee wins by decision, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's not that close. If it's like 29-28, 30-27, 30-27, McKee. So McKee by decision at plus 380. Too good to pass up.
Good number.
Right. What's your next one?
All right. It's time to get the human fire hydrant fight out of the way. We're going to Finney and Valentin Frey.
Okay.
Now, I've been looking at these odds. I don't think this fight goes the distance. I also think that Torres Finney is in deep, deep, deep trouble in the UFC. So we're looking at Robert Valentin. We got plus 900 by KO TKO, plus 425 by submission. I think these lines are flipped the wrong direction. How do you submit a man with no neck?
I agree.
So give me the knockout at plus 900. If Finney can't get the takedown,
yeah.
I mean, he's a sitting duck.
I had this one too. I had Valentin at plus 900.
By KO
That's crazy.
at 9? Okay.
Yeah, if it gets out of the first round, we've watched Finney's gas tank deteriorate big time. And you're right. He's just ripe to get knocked out. So
I think these lines are wrong. I would put the knockout at plus 450 and the submission at plus 900.
I agree with you 100%.
So,
I don't see how you're submitting Finney. You're right. It's like it's Colin Lochran. It's the Josiana Nunez. Like sometimes the body just will not let you submit. All right, I will go with Bone Me by decision at minus 200. Listen, Stella Nunez hasn't won. I went over the last time she won was 2018. A lot has changed since then. None of you have heard of me. So I was 2 years away from WagerTalk. The last time she won. Look, Boomy's just not a finisher. So I expect her to kind of dominate this one for 3 rounds. So look, Boomy by decision, minus 200. All right. What's your next one?
So I'm going to go to now we're getting into the realm of fights that, we really don't want to bet the fights, but we got to pick something here. So I'm going to go with the Victor Henry fight. And I'm actually going to take Pedro Falco.
Okay.
I didn't like what I saw from Henry at weigh-ins. He looked disinterested at the face-off. He looked like the weigh-in was tough. And not that I'm a huge fan of Falco.
Okay.
Fiaco.
We'll go with Falco.
Falco. I'm going to take him by decision at plus 450.
Okay.
And the biggest reason is this. I think this is a close fight. I think it goes to decision. Victor Henry's minus 135, and we've seen him go to splits. and find ways to lose. So give me the plus 450 on the other guy. It's that simple for me. Just not a Victor Henry fan.
Okay. Fair. Let's see here. I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go to the Odie Osborne fight, and I'm gonna let Odie Osborne break my heart again. I'm gonna let him disappoint me. I'm gonna let him make some bad decisions. I'm gonna take him by decision at plus 450. That sub at 30-1 was just staring me right in the face.
Mhm.
But then I went back and watched him not being able to submit Ronaldo Martinez, which now looks like a bad look. And I think Odie is just going to be more desperate to get the win. I don't think he's trying to go for style points here. I don't think this guy that he's fighting is that good. He struggled against Piccinini, who, kind of has takedowns and clinch. I think that's the path to victory for Osborne. I see a lot of he's like Osborne's low volume as it is. So I could see this fight being on the ground, up against the fence. I just don't see this as a stand in the middle of the ring, kind of slobber knocker. So I think Osborne gets it. Again, I'm just continuing the theme of fading these Contender Series guys, and I'm just not really a big fan of. And Gruel, I'm just not really a big fan of. So Osborne by decision.
Okay. Getting down to it now. I guess we got to talk about Brad Tavares and Gerald Mearshart.
We do.
Oh, the fight we didn't want, but we have anyway. Okay. So, I thought Mearshart's size advantage was interesting at weigh-ins. I thought he looked in very, very good shape. I'm thinking that he worked on his cardio. Tavares is notoriously hard to finish. Mearshart is not. Now, the thing with Brad is he's only going to throw 5-6 strikes around. So even if he hurts Mearshart, I can't trust him to follow up with any kind of a volume. So at this rate, I think Brad stays safe. I'm taking the minus 110. There is a shot at the 320 of Brad by KO. I don't like that number whatsoever. It is possible that he clips Mearshart with one of those 5 punches, but most likely it's Brad by decision. I'm going to take minus 110.
But Jim, what if both his punches in the first round land?
Hey, if one hurts him and the second one follows up, he's good. If not, he's got to stretch those 3 out for another 3
right?
minutes. Right. So low volume, ugly old man fight. Take it to go the distance. Decision.
All right. We have one more fight, but without lines. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. If you have like any opinions on bets or anything, let us know in the chat. I have no lines on this Martin Budai versus this Iran. What is he the champ in LFA? Is that what I gather?
For his sake, I hope not. LFA
Yeah.
doesn't have the
So
best
LFA
track
guys
record.
have not done that well. I know nothing about him, so I'm taking a look at his. Yes, I'm doing some tapology handicapping.
Beautiful.
One by Kimura, one by punches, one by decision, retirement, punches, KO. That's Martin Budai. So what do we have? Do we even have lines on the fight?
We have money lines. That's it.
Okay, so
Budai might plus 135.
So Budai's plus 135. I mean, well, actually now Budai's minus 162.
Yeah,
so,
the kid is plus 136.
All right. Short notice, LFA guy has not done really well, and then you got Martin Budai, who I have a lot of questions on. What do you think, Jim? You got any opinions?
If I am Iran, I am blitzing across the cage and punching slow Martin Budai so many times.
Okay.
Because if I don't win in the first round, I'm probably screwed.
Okay.
He definitely has a speed advantage from what I've seen. I mean, who doesn't against Martin Budai?
Truth.
And we've just seen Budai sit there and stand there. Now, the second that this gets to the clinch, I think he's just done. Budai is going to outside trip him, take him down, or push him against the fence and zap the cardio. I'm going to take the kid to pull the upset.
Whoa!
Why the hell not? I'm not laying minus 162 on Martin Budai.
You think?
Come on, man. Like, we were already ready to put this guy out to pasture against Kennedy.
Absolutely, we were.
So why the hell will we bet him as a favorite now? If anything, it's to stay off. So why not, man? It's Mr. Irrelevant, this pick. Why not take the plus money?
By KO? You want to
Let's
go
think of-
KO?
Well, let's think it's money line at plus 136 because we don't have odds, but I think
Okay.
he KOs him.
By whatever. Plus 136. Didn't have lines.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So recap: top three: Barbosa by sub, Demopoulos by decision, and Brito by KO. We're moving on to Murphy by decision, Chan Ho Lee by decision, McKee by decision, Valentine Frey by KO, Lukbumi by decision, Falco by decision, Osborne by decision, Tavares by decision, and then we're just fading Martin Badai. So we're going to be live tomorrow for the fights on the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel. So make sure you join us. And our UFC pack is up. We already have 3 plays that are in there. 2 of them are underdogs. And we're going to have another bigger play tomorrow. We're waiting for another line. Once you see the play, you'll know what we're doing with it. So there's going to be another play added to the pack, but go grab that now over at WagerTalk. 3-0 last week and coming off a really nice win in PFL last night. So looking forward to keep building those bankrolls. So if we don't have any questions in the chat, we're getting out of here. Got a late night or an early morning, depending on how you look at it with Formula One. So all access clients, it sucks, but if we have a qualifying play, it's going to be coming out about 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. So
The
that's gonna do
times
it.
will start getting normal. We'll get there,
I
guys.
promise.
Like,
I
sit
promise
tight.
they get better. We're almost done with Asia.
Yeah.
so, but all right, thanks for joining us, everybody. If you could hit the like button, please. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go and do that. We're creeping in on 1,000 followers and
It's our goal.
subscribers. So appreciate that. Yeah. And then we'll start building. We get to 1,000, it's 2,000 and 4,000, just like our bankroll. So good luck on all your plays, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow on the live stream, and we'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye.
See you tomorrow.